You are listening to the ColbyCheeZe Gaming Podcast, where I talk about whatever the hell I want, but mostly League of Legends and a bit of Minecraft.
Hello there, everybody. What's up? It's ColbyCheeZe. This is your 6th episode of the ColbyCheeZe Gaming Podcast, and it is March 21st, 2011. Alright, I have a couple of things to go over with you today. Quite a bit of League of Legends talk, actually. But before I do that, I just want to go over a few Minecraft and other random gaming news related things that I found this past couple of weeks that I thought was quite interesting. I'm just going to go right into it. If you want to skip to a particular section, be sure to look down below in the comments, and there you will have links to all the different parts and also links to the articles that I got the information from, etc. Alright, so first off, I think that I found something that was really interesting to me. I've always been thinking, like every once in a while I think in my head, man, you know, it'd be cool if you could like control video games with your mind. Like man, if I can just like think what I want my character to do and it does it at that moment and it shoots it where I'm looking and stuff like that. Well, that might not just be too far off, because just recently I found an article in PC Gamer magazine where Valve has been developing this technology where they can actually control games with your eyes, and then they can do other biofeedback type things to kind of manipulate the game world. And this article, they have this video where this guy's actually playing Portal 2 with his eyes. It's kind of tracking where he's looking in the game, and he can shoot the gun based on that. And like, I guess he's got some foot pads or something for doing different things. I don't know, but it was really interesting the way they have it set up, and you can check out the video here where he's actually kind of running around and shooting some stuff in the levels. Pretty damn big leap in terms of technology, if you ask me. I don't know what kind of cost would be associated with having something like that on a personal level, but I don't know, maybe it's not that far off. So pretty cool. I guess they're saying that it's like some $10,000 eye tracking tech, but whatever, man. I wouldn't mind having something like that. They also have some type of biofeedback mechanic where they hook this stuff up to your body, and they have this kid playing Left 4 Dead, and what they've done is they kind of tailored the game experience based on the emotions and reactions that the person is having within the game. So like they'll give different rates of spawn on monsters, or give you like an ammunition drop in a certain area based on how stressed you are. And there's all this really cool data that they're associating with it, and you can see in this little tech demo that they have live where they've got all these graphs running. You can kind of see spikes whenever the guy's stressing out over a certain monster coming, and you know, they're able to tie different health to arousal. And oh man, I don't know, that's some pretty interesting stuff. It's definitely something that's a little bit far beyond what other people are doing, but you are seeing more of that nowadays with the whole Xbox Connect, you know, being able to watch you with the camera and predict, or not predict, but do different actions based on just what you're doing standing there. And you know, the Wii with the different motions, and you're just kind of seeing all kinds of different gameplay mechanics revolving around the use of your actual physical body rather than just you know, gamepad itself. Now, of course, this is all for more casual stuff. I'm into a lot of the more competitive gaming, and I don't really see that being a viable option for that type of thing. However, for just casual, having fun, and just the sake of advancing technology as a whole, I think this is really awesome stuff, and I love to hear about these type of things that people are doing. So, pretty sweet read. If you get a chance, check out that article for sure. The next thing, though, let's talk about a little bit of Minecraft. I'm not sure if you've seen this video yet, but Jeb actually just released a YouTube video of him showing off the different dog mechanics. He's actually working on adding tameable dogs, or I guess wolves, to Minecraft, to where you can like give them a bone and they'll follow you around and they'll actually attack whatever you are attacking. It's so cool. Look at this, it's cute. They can actually They get in the water, and then when they get out of the water, they'll dry themselves off by shaking, and then they can sit. So it's pretty neat. I mean, I don't really. It's kind of like a novelty thing, I guess. I think the most useful part of it, I would say, is that they attack whenever you attack. So that's kind of neat. I wonder if that'll work in PvP. Get like a wild pack of wolves and just sick it on everyone you don't like. Like, yeah, get them, boys. Kind of neat though. Interested in seeing how that gets added to the game. Although I'll be honest with you, I would rather see some bug fixes. Like right now in multiplayer, every time I try and like sit in a boat, it's all buggy and goes through walls, and it's really difficult. I do a lot of things with boats, man. I've got some stuff out in the ocean, and I've got this giant water elevator going from bedrock up to my sky palace that I'm working on. So I would like to see that. And then also in single player, you can actually create boat highways where a boat will like shoot out. You can do this little trick, but you can't do that in multiplayer because boats don't work the same way. So it's kind of disappointing. I spent a really long time making this boat highway just to find out that it doesn't work in multiplayer. And yeah, sad day. Oh well, one of these days a man can dream, right? Anyhow, that's really all I thought was cool in terms of non-League of Legends related stuff. I've been playing a lot of League of Legends in the last couple weeks. No, actually, I take it back. There is one more thing that I wanted to talk about with Minecraft. This is something I've been following for a while, this guy's YouTube channel. He does these really awesome videos in Minecraft where he tries to replicate science experiments within Minecraft. So he does like the neutron collider, and he does the multiple slit experiment, a lot of physics experiments like that. And I just wanted to show you guys this one. I thought it was really neat, where he actually tries to create life in his latest experiment. And you can watch the video yourself, but he like combines all of these different elements and creates an abomination. Oh my god, what have I done? So definitely check it out. I'm not going to spoil anything for you, but I really like this guy's videos. I hope to see more from this guy. It's some pretty good stuff, so definitely check it out when you get a chance. Alright, but moving on. No, not moving on yet. I guess you guys, last podcast, I did actually say that I was going to be opening up my Minecraft server, and what I've been waiting on actually is somebody with the ability to install bucket mods on the server, because I want to have some type of admin for new users, and I'm not sure if I want to do like a whitelist or something like that and then do some sort of, I don't know, like warp points, or I don't know. Anyways, the point I'm trying to make is that I can't really find anyone that can actually install Bucket. So if you know how to install Bucket and you want to play on a Minecraft server with all of us, then let me know. I would definitely send me a message, and I'll let you install the mods for me and help me out. And then we can open up the server for everyone else. So looking forward to that for sure. Contact me if you know anyone, or if you yourself can do it, and I'd love to talk to you. So in League of Legends, we've got a couple of things going on, and I think that there's some definite things to talk about which are interesting. So first off, let's just talk about one thing I thought was really cool. Teemo #1. If you don't know what I'm talking about, check the ladders and look at the #1 player there, the Rain Man, and he plays nothing but Teemo. I thought this was really interesting. I've actually known the Rain Man since beta. We played a lot, and we've done some rank 5s together, and he's always been a really good player. He usually mained Singed a lot from my experience, but he did pick up Teemo one day and thought that he was a really good champion. I've always kind of thought Teemo was pretty good too, but every time I pick Teemo in a ranked game, I always get trolled and people yell at me like, "Oh, Teemo bad, you bad noob, GG." And so I'm like, what the hell are you talking about? Teemo's good. No, he's not. Teemo bad, we lose, GG. And I get trolled, so that's my experience with rank games. But this kid, he proves everyone wrong. He gets to rank 1. We basically are able to now say that Teemo is a definite viable pick, and I completely agree. I've been actually maining Teemo myself. About 2 weeks before he came back to the game and started ranking up on Teemo, I started playing him, and I'm almost done with my Teemo guide that I've been working on as well. And so I just think that's just awesome that it's been proven that Teemo is viable. He's got a lot of options that make him really, really help out the team with his mushrooms, with map control, and lots of DPS and things like that. So look forward to that Teemo guide pretty soon. I'm going to be releasing that. Another thing that I found was this little image of this kid. He gets really pissed off while he's playing League of Legends, and check this out. He smacks the crap out of this kid. Man, this kid's like, hell yeah, I just beat you in a game of League of Legends. He's like, oh yeah, well I just beat you in a game of real life. Boom, and knocks this dude on the floor. Wow. So, man, I don't know what it is about League of Legends that just causes you to get so pissed off. I played so many games, and yeah, sometimes I get mad at games, but you know what I'm talking about. If you played League of Legends long enough, it just seems like this game just brings out the rage in people, and that video just solidifies it right there. I just cracked up laughing when I saw that. So the other thing that I wanted to talk about was, what is the deal with people always expecting the last pick to just play whatever? I don't understand that, because sometimes I'll get in a game and I'm first pick and I can pick whatever I want, but usually I want to play a champion that I'm good with, that I know I can win. There are certain champions that I'm really good with. I'm really good with like carries and assassin type champions, but whenever I play tanks generally, or duo lane characters, I'm just not as good as I would want to be, and so my chances of winning go down drastically. So whenever I go into a ranked game, I say, hey, I'm gonna play like Teemo mid, or I'm gonna do this or that, and like it seems like half the time or more I get trolled by people, and they're saying, oh no, your last pick, you don't get to choose a character that you're good at, you play whatever the team says you play. And I just think that's really frustrating to me, that that somebody would expect you to just because you're the last pick to just do whatever they tell you to do, as if they have some kind of authority. And generally the case is that these people are worse than I am, because maybe they're only like a couple elo higher and I just haven't got there because I haven't been playing enough to get that high. I don't know. Just really frustrating to me. What do you guys think? I mean, what is your stance on that? Should last picks always have to choose around your champions? What do you think? Something I would like to know your guys' opinions on. So this week we released a new champion, Nocturne, and oh my freaking gosh, this is probably the most fun I've ever had on a champion. It's one of the only champions I actually decided to buy with RP and get the skin for. I was like, well, I've got a little bit of extra RP, so I'll go ahead and try this out. And definitely the best purchase I've ever made. This champion, I don't know, man. There's a lot of people on the forums calling OP, and then higher level people are saying, no, he's not OP, he's manageable. And so you don't see him get banned in generally in the higher ranked games, but I've never gone into a ranked game and had him not banned, so it really sucks. I can't actually play him in ranked, but every time I play him I get fed. Like whether I win the game or not, I'm always like super duper fed, because it's so easy for me to just jump in and kill anyone around the map. He's got an ultimate that jumps 3 times the range of a Collie's dash, which is already pretty long to begin with. So basically you can be in one lane farming up or pushing or getting a buff, and then if there's a fight going on somewhere else, you can just jump in and attack. And I've actually seen a lot of bad Nocturnes, and so what people I've noticed do when they're playing Nocturne is they'll just like initiate into a team fight and just get melted right away. What I like to do actually is I'll use my Q and I'll run up and I'll try and do a little bit of harass, but what I'll do is I'll wait until like the middle of the fight when everything's already going down to use my ultimate, and that really messes people up, because generally you'll have like an Ashe who's in the fight and she goes in, gets a little pot shots off, and maybe one person gets a spell, and so she'll step back at like half health, and I'm like, all right, this is my chance, boom, pop that ultimate, run in, kill her, and then just keep running backwards and take them out. So he's got a really good kit of options for doing things like that, not to mention the fact that just alone, he's got some amazing DPS. He attacks so fast and has a lot of extra attack damage from his Q spell. So definitely one of the most fun champions. And I don't know, is he OP? Well, here's the way I look at it. He works similar to the way Evelyn or Pantheon and sometimes Cardmaster can work, because he's able to snowball extremely effectively. Once he gets a couple of kills, he gets out of control until late game, I guess, when everyone is able to really group up tightly and control him with CC, and they're all tanky enough to handle his initial burst, which, by the way, is insane. I can tower dive somebody and kill them within the time it takes them to become unfeared from my E-spell. So definitely not somebody that you want to get low around, because he's just extremely high DPS champion with quite a bit of squish. So I don't know, OP, maybe he's strong on his ultimate because of the fact that he can close that distance. I don't really think the blind is OP. Probably just the fact that he can instantly get to you from a massive range, whereas the other champions with globals like this, such as Pantheon, takes a very, very long time to charge that up and jump. So it's easy to miss, and you can't always get on that location. Same thing with Twisted Fate. He's actually got a casting time on that card. Now, granted, those two characters can go anywhere on the map, whereas Nocturne can only jump to enemy champions, not even to your allied champions, and not even to creeps or anything like that. So, I mean, and it is limited to a range, but at the same time, if you play him correctly, it can be devastating to the enemy. So I think we're going to have to wait and see. With so much of the QQ at lower elo levels, I have a feeling that Riot probably is going to nerf him. And I don't know. It's kind of disappointing, because whenever you see him played at higher levels, he's not really that big of a destructive force. Whatever. I hope that he stops getting banned so I can win more games in ranked, because I just completely demolished kids on him. I don't know. He's just extremely centered around my type of playstyle, and I really enjoy him. So what do you guys think? Have you been getting wrecked by Nocturnes, or have you been wrecking with Nocturne? I'm already gathering up footage for him, and I'm going to be working on a Nocturne video as soon as I finish my Teemo one, and hopefully that will help you guys out. I don't actually like to jungle on him. What I like to do is go lane, because I have extreme lane dominance. He's got one of the best farming in the game, because all you do is you shoot your Q at the creeps, you run up and attack it with your passive. It does an AoE and just blows up all the minions, so it's extremely easy to farm. And the fact that he's got that long range Q spell, you can really, really dominate any AD carry in a lane. Corki cannot do anything to him. Ashe is done. She's dead. Any champion like that, they just can't lane against a Nocturne. Well, they can, but they're not going to win. That's for damn sure. So that's kind of my take on that. I can jungle on him. My jungle route tends to be like I'll do the normal start at blue and finish the thing, and then I don't really gank right at there. But instead of getting the wriggles, I'll actually go for boots after my initial buy when I teleport back the first time, and then I'll just go straight into a regular non-jungle build. But I actually prefer to lane, because I can take flash and ignite rather than the, what is it, like a ghost and smite that you would normally take when you're jungling. And I just feel that's a stronger utility on him to be able to do that type of setup. So anyhow, the last thing really is probably, I did want to do a little bit of chat on this thing. I saw this article this guy had wrote talking about like your true elo, and how you can always expect your elo to be, or your true elo to be, within 100 points, give or take, where its current level is. And I've been thinking of doing a kind of a guide series or some videos, not just centered around learning one champion, but more along the game mechanics and improving the game itself, such as things like learning from your mistakes and learning how to position yourself properly in fights, and and apply certain map control techniques and when to engage in certain situations. I see a lot of people make mistakes that are, to me, feel elementary, and definitely I make a lot of mistakes myself just because, you know, I get in the heat of the moment and I'm not thinking correctly. But I don't know, what do you guys think? Would you guys like to see some type of talk more centered around actual gameplay mistakes and things that you can do within the game that would actually improve you on any champion that you're playing? Is that something that you would like to see? I know I've asked some people before if they like to see some Day 9 style commentary, and you know, I'm not really into the whole talk for an hour about myself in front of the webcam. I don't know. I haven't watched a lot of Day 9, but anyhow, I would like to talk. I would like to go over some games and do some analysis of different situations and why some players are doing the things they're doing, and some things that you know. I know I have a lot of newer players watch me, as well as some people that have been playing for a while. But I do get a lot of questions from newer players saying that they don't understand certain aspects. So maybe that would help out if I did some videos centered around different aspects. Let me know what you think about that. And other than that, I haven't really been playing any other games this week, so I don't have any footage from any other video games that I've been trying out. Just mainly League of Legends this week. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the podcast, though. That's all I've got this week. So peace out. Enjoy it. If you like this and you want to see more, definitely subscribe to the channel, and I'll be bringing you guys some more regular content in the coming weeks. So cue that exit, baby. Peace out.